How was your Father's Day this past Sunday? Was it enjoyable or painful? If it was painful, then this podcast is a must for you to listen to as I help you turn to the best father there is. Be blessed. Let's get started. Welcome to my podcast, Giving You a Fresh Start After Trauma. I'm Regina Sanchez, your host, and I'm so glad you're here. Starting over after trauma can be a blend of real pain and some hope, sadness and then some joy. It's a mixture of moments of faith and then moments of fear. There will be times when you'd rather not remember, but then times of excitement. You may fail along the way, but if you keep moving forward, your discouragement will turn to peace. Some days you may feel like giving up, and other days you're running in your race to victory. That, my friend, is a journey of having a fresh start after trauma. And if you are in any of these places and need some encouragement, you have stopped at the right place. Let's journey together to giving you a fresh start after trauma. Join me now to be revived, rejuvenated, and restored to a place of living free from your past emotional pain. Welcome, friends, to my podcast, Giving You a Fresh Start After Trauma. I have a special message for you today that will bring you hope, love, and peace. So let me get started. Holidays can be hard, especially if there is dysfunction in your family. And celebrating Father's Day is one of those holidays that can be difficult. I often joked and said that both Mother's Day and Father's Day was started by Hallmark. But after doing some digging, this is what I found. Father's Day originated in the United States in the early 20th century, largely inspired by the establishment of Mother's Day. The primary founder was Sonora Smart Dodd of Spokane, Washington, who sought to honor her widowed Civil War veteran father, who single-handedly raised her and her 5 siblings. And the source of that was Google. Well, it's great to honor the fathers in our life that mean so much to us and have done a great deal to make our lives better. But sometimes this holiday can be painful. How? Well, perhaps you fall into one of these categories. Number 1, you had a great relationship with your father, but he's passed. Or number 2, you don't have a good relationship, never mind great, with your father, and he is still alive. Or number 3, your father sadly walked away from his family. Or number 4, your father was a good man, but because of his job, he was rarely around. Number 5, your father is still in your life, but only from the sense of physically being there. He doesn't necessarily care for you like a father should. And lastly, your father is or was mean, abusive, and full of anger. Of course, now there is the scenario that you have a great relationship with your father and he's still in your life. That is the best of the best. Until 9 years ago, my dad was in my life, but it was difficult. I would struggle going to Hallmark every year to find a Father's Day card because they all said how wonderful a dad they are. And sadly, I could not say that my dad was wonderful, to me at least. He was verbally abusive, he cursed much of my life, and wasn't supportive of me by helping me move into adulthood. He was physically present, but that's where it ended. He definitely fed and he clothed me and he put a roof over my head, but emotionally he was vacant. Now, with all that being said, I have forgiven him, and I have had a relationship with him until his passing. I was even able to be his caregiver in the last 5 or so years of his life, even as he kept verbally abusing me. How? My Heavenly Father is a good Father, and He healed much in my life and gave me His grace to be able to help my Father. Was it always easy? Absolutely not. But it did help me grow and bring more and more healing into my emotions. When we don't have a good relationship with our earthly father, it is so important to know that we have a Father in heaven that adores us, cares for us, protects us, provides for us, and even disciplines us when we need it. But what can interfere with walking in that truth about a heavenly Father is that we transfer our earthly father and who he was to us. We transfer that onto God. Our earthly father is to somewhat be a representation of our heavenly Father. He is to guide us to our heavenly Father, and when he doesn't do that, he hasn't done his job. I spent years thinking that God was authoritative, mean, harsh, scary, controlling, and at any minute would zap me into line. I felt like he was never pleased with me and that I had to strive to be a good girl. I'm sure my dad was glad when I was a good girl, but he never expressed that, never told me that. But boy, oh boy, would he voice his harshness when I did something wrong, even if I was trying to do something innocent and new, and it didn't work out. Boy, I heard him then. Well, friends, can you somehow relate to what I've just described to you and my experiences? If you have, I hope you are able to turn to your Heavenly Father and hold on to Him. You may not know Him, but I promise you, He knows you. He formed you in your mother's womb. He knows everything there is to know about you. He understands your every thought, even before it enters your mind. He can read your heart like an open book. He knows every step you will take, even before you begin. Lovingly, he goes into your future to prepare the way, and even in his kindness follows behind you to protect you from your past. He places his hand of love upon you and he gives you blessings. His hand guides you and gives you power, strength, and courage. He formed every bone in your body from nothing to something. The number of your days are already planned out because you see, there is a book in heaven all about you. His desires for you are more than the grains of sand. He has numbered the hairs on your head. So if number 1443 falls out, he will know it. No human could live up to all the Father in heaven is, but our earthly fathers are to help guide us to the Father in heaven. If you don't know him, it's not hard. Click the link below to connect with me, and I will help you know how. He would love to have a relationship with you and help you along in life. Don't let the sadness of your relationship with your earthly father pull you down and hinder you from knowing the ultimate of fathers. Friends, thanks for listening to this message. I hope it gave you some hope and encouraged you to reach out and to get to know your Heavenly Father in a greater way. It will bless you. He will love you. He will show himself to you. Just ask. And as I mentioned, I'm here to help you if you need some guidance, support to help you walk towards him. So friends, be blessed, be encouraged. Share this message with anyone you know or think that could benefit from hearing this. God bless. Thanks for listening. Thank you, my friends, for taking the time to listen to my podcast. I hope you found it uplifting and encouraging, and that it guides you to having peace, love, joy, and health in your life. If you would like more information on my coaching programs, then go to my website, reginasanchez.com, where you can see the services I offer to give you a fresh start after trauma. You can also find my book, Can I Have Your Heart, Daddy, on Amazon. It is my personal journey back to the heart of my Heavenly Father. Be blessed, be encouraged, and know that you are loved.